Okay guys, we're back online again now, just tweaking things. This is race 3, and I can tell you who are the boats and who are the crews. Helford A are rowing Verbena, Charlestown are in Young Bristol, Mounts Bay A are in Llanfairpwll, Cardiff are in Givor, and at stage we have the Varnish the B crew rowing out there in front already, piling it on. I would say over Helford A and Verbena, over Charlestown in Young Bristol. So we're just switching now to the other side of the water. And that should give you a better view of who's in front of who. So, Penny, what sort of stroke rate are they doing at the moment, do you think?
Well, we've got Mounts Bay's in the lead, and they're about 34. By Helford at a higher rate.
Yep.
Hang on, here's my list. Yeah, they're at 38, so quite high rate, not such a long finish.
No.
And then there's a tussle going on between Charleston and Carradon B.
Okay. Yes, it's amazing, you know, everybody's got theories about rowing, you know, faster rates, longer strokes, but, you know, it's what suits you, I suppose.
Well, yeah. We need as long a stroke as we can get at the catch end, at the front end, but we don't need necessarily such a long stroke on the finish end.
Yep.
And what's changed with some of the crews recently is they're not rowing quite as long at the finish.
No, I've noticed that, especially the club I row with, but they look very relaxed out in front. The lovely Varnish boat there, I think it's a Mevagissey boat.
Yeah.
But they don't seem to be putting a lot of effort in, but it's a really, really long stroke.
Using the bodies really
well.
Yeah. Nice long catch, but also they're probably the longest on the finish at the moment.
Yeah. You can see that. You can see them catching there, finishing there, and it's really, really good. They're getting everything they can out of that blade.
If you row with not quite such a long finish, then it's really key to make sure you have the fitness to be able to do it. And the last few years have really seen a marked increase in the fitness levels.
Yeah,
at the top end, in both the men and the women.
Oh, I've noticed that. I mean, it's amazing, really, some of these guys, what they do just to become a top rower. I mean, it's almost like they're professional athletes. And I know ergo times come a lot into it. They're trying to smash their personal best all the time. I remember when I first started rowing as just an average rower, and I never got better than average, really. It was more about having some fun in a boat, but now it's become really, really serious. But still having fun. But here we go now. I'm going to give you the boats as they go round the mark. It's the first mark. And we have Mounts Bay over Helford. Helford over Carradon B. This might be an interesting turn. There's a few boats here together. This is the last place you want to get a disqualification. There we go, Verbena tossing their oar. Givor tossing their oar. Round they go. Short, jabby strokes. Oh, hello, we got Givor come up on the inside of Verbena. Yeah, that'll be an interesting show. It might be that, I know they're quite strict here, these judges, and I saw some of the disqualifications yesterday. That looks quite interesting. Okay, so they're all successfully round that mark. Mounts Bay really
Mounts Bay did a really good turn. They took about 2 lengths on the turn. Equally, the next 2 boats behind them were in a bit of a tussle around the mark. But they're now really comfortably ahead and they settled down to 31.
That's really good. Thanks, Penny. It's nice to have an expert on board, you know. Lovely telling me all the technical stuff that's going on here today. We've got our drone up. I don't know if we're shooting with the drone yet. There she goes. And we'll be linking to that in a moment, I'm guessing.
Yeah, we've got it. We're switching back.
Helford still really high straight rate at 37.5. Then we've got Carradon E, just check them.
Yep.
That's 35 for Carradon E, strokes a minute.
35.
Yeah. And then Charleston at 37 still. So that's pretty high.
Yeah, it is incredibly high, really.
Stage of the race.
Yeah. We normally see that at the start and the finish.
Yeah.
You know, it's a little long and strong, as we say, in the middle of the race. But, again, this is the first 2 that will go through here, and Mounts Bay are looking pretty confident. They've got this race, really, if they just play their cards right. They're coming up to the next mark. I can see the umpire boat there, and there's going to be a race, I think, between second and third. If Giva, which is Karen B, get their act together, they might put some pressure on. They tried to put pressure on last mark on Verbena, and let's see what happens. They look like they're not losing any ground, but they don't look like they're gaining any, to be fair, at the moment. And Young Bristol with Charleston, they are now probably a boat and a half behind the third boat, and behind them we have Rock A and Hope, and then behind Rock A and Smudger we have Foy B, or Foy. I'm a Devonian, don't forget, guys, so some of the Cornish, Foy, we'll call it Foy.
I'm even worse, I'm an incomer from even further afield.
Oh, Penny tells me she's not a West Country person either, but that doesn't matter. She knows more about gig rowing than most people. So here comes the last turn, and it's not a sharp turn, it's more a curve than a turn, and they just row nice and wide around it. No need to bring their blades in or do any tossing. And Giver now, I can see, I've just quarter of a... They will try and come on the inside here. It's always difficult to tell when you're at an angle to boats. Oh, there we go. They had to lift their blades up. They've lost some momentum there. Now they've got to pile it on. If they want to qualify automatically, they've got to catch Verbena in front, being rowed by Helford A. And Young Bristol with Charleston might put a charge in as well. Is it only one? Okay. Yeah, Smudger and Hope bringing up the rear. We must have them. They've done awesomely well to get to this stage of the competition. And Verbena's pulling away from Giva. It looks like Verbena's actually catching Mounts Bay. Coxon really shouting at them, getting to dig deep. So has the stroke rate changed at all on any of the boats?
Yeah, Mounts Bay, I think it's more that Mounts Bay are just easing the pressure off now, saving it for the next round, I guess.
Yeah, we saw that in the race we covered before. Carradon and Falmouth did seem to be taking it easy. Once they knew they got it in the bag, there's no point in actually wasting any energy. And you were right there, Penny. I mean, Mounts Bay look really relaxed. I know it says we're saying it's not a lot of effort. It is a lot of effort, but they've just taken their foot off the pedal a bit.
Yeah.
So once again, you know, coming down the back straight, the boats are all in the order they're in now. It seems that we haven't seen any races for the finish yet, so who knows, the next one there might be a little bit more excitement, we'll say, but it's still exciting to see these lovely boats being rowed. Are we going on drone with this?
Yeah, we're back and forth and everything.
Oh, wonderful. Yeah, wonderful. It's taken a while to get to this stage. It was a great effort down in, the first one we ever did was down in Dartmouth. Then we went to the Scillies, and we've done other bits and pieces now. We've got a complete setup here. We've even got a big boat now. First one we ever did was on a little rib, freezing cold in the River Dart. And I'm thinking, what are we doing? But this is lovely. Yeah, keep her just coming back again a little bit. So, yeah, here we go. I'm going to give you now the order of the race. We have Mounts Bay, over Helford A, over Carradon B, over Charlestown A, over Rock A, over Foy B.
Carradon B have taken the rate up now. They're really having a go for a time. And Mounts Bay have eased off even more on the rate, taking it nice and easy.
Yeah, Penny.
Yeah, they're really going for it now, Carradon B.
They are. They realise that they might be in with a chance of qualifying on time, so they've upped their stroke rate. Penny's noticed that, and they are really piling the pressure on. I can see that. It looks like they're up around 38 to 40 almost.
They're not that high, still 35 and a half.
Are they really? 30.
Lower than that.
Okay.
You may build now for the line.
So there we go. Mounts Bay A over the line first, followed by Helford A in Verbena, followed by Carradon B, who have noticeably pulled up, and they're obviously going for the time. Young Bristol being rowed by Charlestown, coming in fourth. Good effort. Well done, girls. This is Rock A. And Smudger with 4B, bringing up the rear. Well done, girls. Great effort. Okay.